Welcome back to my channel, LEGO fans. Let's talk about LEGO. My name is Andy, and thanks for taking me along. I really do appreciate it. And today we're going to continue working on the train station elevated platform here, since we can't do anything to the motel, because I have yet to get the 1x1s. They should be coming tomorrow. So by Friday's update, I should be able to come back to the motel and finish it up. And that being said, I'm going to, as you can see, I did a little bit more here to the platform than what was done previously. It's completely, well, it's not completely tiled off except for this middle part where these columns are going to be, or where they are. Another thing is, when I was showcasing this on last video, I had it turned around like this, and I had the staircase coming down right here, which is completely the wrong way. This is supposed to face the tracks, where this overhang is, where these extra arches are. So it needs to go around this way, and the stairs will come down right here. So I've got all that ready to go. It's just I don't have it on there because it keeps falling off, because it's not, the Mills plate's not here for support, because it only comes down to this level with a tile on top of this, as to be where it would rest on the other Mills plate. So I'm leaving it off for right now, but just imagine that it's there. So the next step is we need to finish tiling off in here, and I need to build the roof. So that's, well, I need to build the walls as well. So yeah, because the roof is going to kind of dictate where the walls go. So maybe I'll put the roof on first, because once I angle it, the way that I want it, then that'll determine how high the walls go up. So let's do that. Let's get the roof built, and we'll have a look at it. Hang on a second. Okay, so far, as you can see, I've got this main support beam that's going to hold the rest of the roof, and it's made out of those snot bricks, like I told you, these guys right here, all connected together, stacked on top of each other, so that the side of them, so you got studs on this side, and you got studs on this side, and so that the rest of the roof can connect to that. And then I've got these special little plates down here that have the plate sticking out of them to hook to the hinge pieces. So basically it goes, yeah. I wish I had a rock. Well, I guess if you had a whole piece right here, it wouldn't be able to rock like that. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, so this is the main beam that's going to make it possible to do this whole thing. So now I'm going to add on these pieces and these guys, windows, to complete the roof. So, and then of course the rounded edges like I told you about before. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll see what it looks like. Hang on. What do you think so far? I've got two rows of panels on the bottom, 2 rows of panels on the top, and it can slant anywhere from straight flat all the way down to this point. And it sucks, it's all these glass panels are scratched up, and that's because they put them in the same bag with all the rest of my Lego parts, and they got mixed around in shipping and got scratch and everything. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. If you look at it from the side here, I mean, I don't think I'm going to have it that much of a slope. Probably maybe like this, but it covers the entire platform, so that's the important part. And now, of course, I will put the slopes on the top and bottom to match the other roof. So let's do that, and then this roof will pretty much be complete. We'll have a look. All right, guys, I would say the roof is pretty much done. As you can see, I put the slopes there on top, on both sides, tiled off the top of that, plate underneath, just like that, on the same exact thing here on the bottom. That's why I had to have the snot bricks in the middle, so I would have studs on the bottom and on top. Unfortunately, you can see the difference there between my 1x8s and my 1x4 there in the middle on the tiles. 1x4 is the one that was in the drawer. The 1x8s are brand new. There's definitely a difference there, unfortunately. I don't know what I'm going to do with my white parts. I might have to just basically throw them all away and replace them. I don't know any other way to get rid of the yellowing, in an efficient manner. But yeah, kind of sucks because a lot of it, or I'd say most of it in the drawer is like that. I don't know if it possibly it got in the sunlight at the old house when the drawers were basically up against the window that had plastic on it. So it's possible the sunlight got in there and got to them. I know it didn't get to them in here, but then again, people say that just the light from the room could do it to them, but I don't think that happens as fast. My guess is they got in the sunlight sometime, which is what concerns me about all the white on this platform right here, because the sun's always coming in this window. So I bet you some of this is yellowed too. You just can't tell because it's all like that. I don't know. I guess when we build the new Christmas building for this year and see how white it is, we'll be able to tell if the rest of it's been yellowed. That's horrible. Anyways, back to the train station. So that's what the roof's going to be like. I think I don't know, doesn't look as good as I imagined it was going to, and it's really flimsy. This part right here is not too strong. I mean, obviously it won't go anywhere if you're not messing with it, but it's if you touch it too much, it falls down. So yeah. So what do you think of my roof idea here? Next thing I'm going to do is build some walls, because the walls are going to determine what the pitch of the roof is, because I'm going to use 1x4 slopes and white at the top of the wall. So I think for the wall, I'm going to start out with medium nougat masonry bricks. Then I'm going to top that off with some bluish green. And then I top that off with some plate in the yellowish green, or lime green, whatever you want to call it. And then the rest of it will be white at the top, and including the slopes. So let's get at least one of those done and see what it looks like. And there you have it. There's one of my walls built here on the train station elevated platform. What do you guys think? I wonder if I should have taken the masonries a little bit higher, because the white is kind of overpowering. I don't know. I've got the white sloped to the 1x4s there. Unfortunately, I don't know, those 1x4s I just bought in my big parts order, and they already look yellow, or at least yellower than what the white bricks are that are also brand new. Can you tell the difference on camera? I don't know if you can on camera. Yeah, there it looks like you can. There's clearly a difference, and I don't know why. And there's no way they yellowed that fast, unless they were already yellowed when they got here, and I just didn't notice it until I compared it with the other ones. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's probably not going to be noticed by anybody that wasn't looking for it, but yeah. So that's what the wall's going to look like, at least on the side anyway. Now, as far as the back wall here, I don't know. I think what I had in mind was to put a wall across, well, yeah, like a wall across, then put a doorway over there where the stairs come up, or something like that. Or it could be, I could just leave it all open, but that kind of wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't it make sense to have a door there where the stairs come up? I mean, the front of it's going to be all open, because, I mean, that's access to the train, but the back of it could be walled up. So let's do that, and we'll build the other side as well and see what that looks like. Okay, so I got the front wall put in, and I actually tore down the side wall again, at least this part right here, so that I could integrate it in, with the corner, so that this thing wasn't just flopping back and forth without being supported. This one, however, is still floppy. I was thinking about putting a partial wall in the back or the front with an arch opening instead of having it completely open. But I would need to get some arches in white, which I don't have at the moment. And so that's probably a possibility. What do you think of my window placement and the door placement over here? What do you? I'm debating on whether to keep those 1x2x5s in there beside the door. I mean, they use them in the other train station, but on the corner, I don't know. Maybe I should just put it on one side, on this left side, and put another one here. So just like have it on the corner. I don't know. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. If I should keep those where they're at, take them out completely, or put them just in the corner. I don't know. That's debatable here. So, yeah, so the wall looks like that from the diagonal perspective here. If you turn a little bit this way, I mean, it looks, the roof on wheels just, it looks too big. It overhangs quite a bit. So, I don't know, man. That's what I've got so far. So I'm going to build this last wall right here on this side. And then I'm going to show it to you complete like that. And then we're going to go from there. So, all right, Lego fans, we put the other wall in over here with the slopes on top. And the roof is pretty much where it's going to go. And what do you think? Do you think the roof is too big? It hangs over too much on the top and bottom? Maybe I should have made it only one row on each side. I don't know. No, that wouldn't have been enough. That would have cut off right here. So I had to have two. Well, maybe I didn't have to have two at the top. Maybe I should only had one at the top. What do you guys think? Should I cut off this row, top row of windows, and just have it not symmetrical? Like two rows on the bottom, one row on the top. And then down here, like I asked you about the door and everything, let me know on that. And then now I'm figuring there's no way I can connect this to the main platform because the door's in the way now. I can't, connect it with tiles. I mean, it's going to have its own supports like this, but just to have it, tight against there, I wanted to have it connected with tiles. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that unless I leave a space there or something. I mean, well, I'd have to take the door out, basically, and just have a opening there instead of a door. So I wonder if I even put these little green doorknobs on there. I wonder if these should open inward instead of outward, because there's not much room on the platform here to open them out when you're coming up the stairs. I'm going to replace this with a 4x12, by the way. I've got some of those coming with the 1x1, same blue 1x1s I ordered. I ordered a couple of these 4x12s. So I can replace that with a 4x12 instead of a 4x8. So that'll stretch this entire length right here. And then the stairs will start about right there. So keep that in mind. But should I remove the door maybe altogether and just have an opening there so that I can connect it with the tiles? Or do you think I should connect it in another way? Maybe I can connect it underneath somehow. I don't know. It may be possible. But overall, what do you think of my train station elevated platform? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it needs modified? Do you think it looks like crap? You think it's pretty dumb? I don't know. Let me know your honest opinion. I mean, I can take it. I can take some constructive criticism. This is what I came up with. Maybe I should have put some windows on the side too. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have put those windows there by the door. And then, like I said, on the front side, what I'm thinking about, whoops, there goes the stairs. What I'm thinking about doing is building a wall, like, I don't know, maybe 6 studs in or something on each side, and then come up and arch over, have an arch and go across and arch down again. So I mean, the opening is essentially still there, but it's got a nice little, little wall on each side and an arch in the middle. What do you think about that? Let me know. So I think the next best thing to do, or not next best thing, but the next thing to do is take it over to the platform and check it out over there, see what it looks like. And there she is from the front side, right up against the track, no gaps in between, so that's pretty awesome. And then go around this side, it looks pretty darn similar to this train station as far as the aesthetic look, with the medium nougat bricks and the greenish blue and the blue tinted windows and the white. So yeah, except for the bottom being gray, but bottom of this is gray too. So I mean, like the tiling. That's another thing I need to do on the motel, is tile off the balcony and the floor level, ground level. I was just thinking about that. But anyway, so do you think it matches up pretty well? Should it have maybe it should have a bridge between this part and that? I don't know. They're not exactly the same level, but you could have a ramp up there, or you could have a set of stairs or something. I don't know. Does it really need that? I don't know. But the stairs are going to go in right here. And then as far as the elevator goes, I'm still planning on putting something in the bottom of here to simulate an elevator. Like maybe just a little 4x8 or something thing in the corner or something. And then up here on the top, I don't know. Does he really need to put, I mean, I could just put a little corner thing in the corner with a door. I don't even know what kind of door to use for an elevator. I'm kind of lost there, but anyways, what I wanted to do before I end this video is I wanted to run the train some more, because we haven't done that in quite a while, and everybody loves the trains. So let's do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today's video. Thanks for taking me along. I do appreciate it, as always. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. And come again on next video, which will be on Friday. All right, guys, have a good day. And remember, keep imagining, keep creating, and keep building. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.